December 21st, 2012. It has been predicted by the Mayans that on that date, the world will end. But here in this month, neighborhoods are setting up for Christmas and getting ready. But what does the future hold? Well, we have some interviews from people and what they believe will happen December 21st.
Hi, I'm Adam Farad with Wakatashi News. My co-host Dakota Yates just said that we were interviewing people about December 21st, 2012. Our first person we interviewed was Michael Christopher. He is a 16-year-old boy who goes to Lincoln Heights High School. Michael believes that the world will end, but why? Here's the interview here.
All right, hello, sir. What is your name?
I'm Michael S. Christopher.
All right, well, I'm here to interview you with a few questions on December 21st, 2012.
Right.
Now, first question, do you believe that the world is going to end?
I do. I think we will all perish.
And why do you believe this?
The Mayans were very intellectual people, and they had this calendar, and when the calendar runs out, it's just, they knew what they were doing. They had the word from God. And their gods told them what's going on. Like, dude, they knew they had their stuff together. And it's over. It's over.
All right, what about your friends and family? Do they believe in the same thing as you do?
They think I'm a lunatic. But everybody will see. Friday, everybody will see.
All right. What are you doing to prepare for the end of the world?
Well, see, I started digging this trench in my backyard.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess there's some like zoning issues. You can't do that in the city of Pataskala. So like, I just take it. I'm just gonna just sit in my chair and play some video games and just go out.
All right. What would you do on your last day?
My last day, I would go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac. And I would tell everybody goodbye. And that would be it.
All right. If the world does end and the future is like an
It will end.
All right.
Okay.
Well, when the world ends and the future, if it holds an apocalyptic wasteland, what do you think the fashion is going to be like?
I would say the good old like the ripped up polos, like maybe like burned to the skin polos. Those would be pretty stylish. You got like rips and shit and stuff. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
And things like those. That'll probably be the fashion.
Gas mask.
All right.
And a gas mask, definitely.
All right.
The big.
If you could warn people before like our ultimate demise, would you, or would you just let fate unfold?
I would warn people. Because I always wanted to be one of those guys on the street corner with like staring you down as you drive by with the sign, like, and then the world's end. So that'd be cool just to do that, but I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Well, when the world ends, what do you think you're going to miss most in your life?
What will I miss most? I'll miss Kentucky Fried Chicken, definitely.
All right.
That's the best stuff. Like the cold slaw. I'm not getting into it. It's a different topic.
All right. If there was a part of the world that wasn't affected by the events of December 21st, what select few things would you bring with you?
Well, some water, a Nirvana CD, a gas mask, and some floss. It's always going to keep your teeth good.
All right. What do you think the world would be like once a great majority of the human population is gone?
It'll be like, in the hunter-gatherers. Like, everybody's scattered, and everybody wants to kill each other. And you think the gangs arise, and then, people fight for turf, and then, it's good.
All right. And last question here. Do you think that humanity deserves this fate? And if so, why?
We are pretty bad people, I have to say. We are slobs. We do terrible things. And I have to say, if we go down, which we will Friday, no doubt, I have to say we probably deserve it.
All right, well, I'll have to thank you for taking your time for doing this interview. Thank you, Michael Christopher.
for your
And that is December 21st, 2012.
And that was Michael Christopher with his opinion on 2012. But you always got to remember that he's just a teenager. So you always got to get the adult side of the opinion. Here's Mr. Summers with his opinion.
All right, well, I am here with my guest to interview on the events of December 21st, 2012. First off, introduce yourself.
My name is Mr. Summers.
All right. Well, Mr. Summers, do you believe that the world is going to end?
No, I do not.
And why is that?
Because it was the Mayans, it was long ago, and there's not enough facts that no one knows when the end of the world is coming.
All right, and do your friends and family believe the same thing?
I think so.
Yeah. All right. Okay, let's say the world was to end. Now, what would you do on your last day?
On December 21st,
Yes,
probably spend it with family.
that's a good thing. All right. So, if the world ends and the future holds an apocalyptic wasteland, what do you think? What do you think the fashion would be like?
Fashion Big wasteland. I think the fashion would be very hobo-esque because people would wear whatever they can wear. So it would be holy and whatever you could find.
All right. If you could warn people before like the end of the world, would you?
No, because
No.
I think people just go crazy. So it'd be better if people just don't know what's happening.
All right. All right. If the world ended, what do you believe you would miss most in your life?
What do I miss most? My daughter.
All right, that's good. All right. There was a part of the world that wasn't affected by the events of 2012. Would you? All right. Well, you would travel there, but like, what would you bring with you? What would be some essential items?
Few items that I take with me there.
Mm-hmm.
Probably enough clothes to wear for a week, because it could be a shortage of that. I would take definitely would take some non-perishable foods. Load up on tuna because you need protein. 'Cause you don't know
Alright.
what kind of food they have.
True. All right.
And, what else? A weapon.
Oh, that's good. All right. What do you believe the world is going to be like if the majority of the human population was gone?
The majority, and was half the world gone too, and there's just one area of the world like Asia left or something.
Not necessarily, just if the human population, a great.
I think a life would
Percentage.
become more complicated, but yet be easier and safer for a lot of people. Because there'd be less people to compete for, or to compete with.
Makes sense. All right. Last question here. Now, do you believe that humanity would deserve the end of the world,
Yes,
and why is that?
because humans are inherently evil and have evil desires. So yes, we did deserve it at some point.
All right. Well, I want to thank you for taking your time for doing this interview, Mr. Summers. Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you.
As you've just seen from the interviews that just took place, many people believe that either December 21st, 2012 is going to happen or it's not going to happen. Let's see our staff's opinion. Dakota?
Well, my take on it is that it's all a matter of opinion in the end of what you believe, because there are many factors of why people would think that the world is going to end. But to me, I believe that the world isn't going to end. But on December 21st, I believe that it matters to spend time with your family either way, since it's near the holidays.
True words that warm the heart. But let's take it back a step. Why do we automatically believe these Mayans as to be some super race that automatically knew when the world was going to end? Let's take it to the facts, folks. Why Mayan? Why are they the special race that knows when the world's going to end? Hey, if I made a calendar and I got lazy and stopped at March 21st, would we all die then? I think not, folks. I believe the world is not going to end. Alright. Well, either the world ends or not, we'll see you folks. Wakatashi TV.